Hey, you guys. I'm fixing the microphone, hoping this works. Hopefully that wasn't like too crazy loud. I know sometimes when I touch it, it's really bad. So this is just a really brief email, or not even an email. This is a really brief video. I'm obviously not composing an email. This is a really brief video about some things that are changing here on our channel. And it has been brought to my attention. First of all, this is a really hard video to make, so thank you for your guys' support and just encouragement throughout the week and so forth. Let me just give you a little bit of a backstory, because I think that it really helps sometimes to know a little bit of the backstory. So, about 4 years ago, there were some traumatic events going on in my own personal life, and I had a pretty rough few weeks, and then found myself in a Twitter chat for adult survivors of childhood sexual abuse in January of 2014. Right now, this video is being recorded in December of 2017, so it was about 4 years ago to the day is when I was sort of having some really painful times in my life, and they triggered some trauma that was deep. And boom, I found myself over on Rachel Thompson and Bobby Parrish's Twitter chat. And I was welcomed with open arms. It was a safe place for me. It was a safe place for me to talk about things that I had never typed the words out about. It was a safe place for me to use my voice for the first time ever. It was a safe place for me to come every single week and be accepted with kindness, unconditional acceptance. Something that I had never fully experienced up until that point in my life. And that is when the idea for this YouTube channel was birthed. It was birthed in the midst of trauma, in the midst of healing from trauma, healing from a lot of pain, receiving support for a lot of the pain that I was in, and Bobby and I knowing that our community, the growing community of complex trauma survivors, adult survivors of childhood trauma, the community was growing, and they were asking for more than just an hour-long Twitter chat per week. So things started growing rapidly. More people started coming. We decided to start doing live videos. And then it went from live videos to let's take people's questions. And then we funneled people into private groups so that they could receive that unconditional love and support 24/7, 365. And I'm saying all of that to say this. Sex Abuse Chat was a safe place for me. It was a place where I found my voice. This YouTube channel has always been a safe place for me. It's a place where I have not only found my voice, but used my voice. And that is powerful. It's transformational. It is life-changing in many ways. Once that happened, I immediately made a career shift. I no longer continued business coaching. I had a background working in finance and in mortgage, and I've worked for private lenders and bankers. And then I had transitioned into doing business coaching after I ran a small business development company here where I live. I moved full-time into wanting to just record videos and reach out to people who had survived trauma and needed help. And I did everything I could to provide a safe place for people to come and to be accepted and loved and cared for unconditionally. About the entire time, throughout this entire time, almost 4 years, 3.5 years-ish, right, on the YouTube channel, I have received intermittent email messages, DMs on Twitter, messenger messages on Facebook, voice messages on my website, You name the type of correspondence, I've received it. And there's a common thread in that correspondence that I've received. The majority of it is, thank you so much, Athena, for providing this safe place for me. What you and Bobby have done is transformational and it's life-saving. There is, however, a subsect of correspondence that I receive. And that is what this video is about. And that is what the changes on this YouTube channel are about, is that subsect of correspondence that I receive from you, all of you. Okay? The correspondence I'm talking about is heartbreaking for me to discuss. And I'm going to do my best to keep it together and to not allow my emotions to get the best of me. Considering the fact that in 5 minutes, I'm going to be hosting a live Q&A for our entire community. I don't want to have to redo my makeup within the course of 5 minutes. So here goes. The correspondence that I receive intermittently from you guys is, I really wish I could show up on Monday nights, Athena, but unfortunately there are some people who attend that are extremely unkind. I would love to show up on Monday nights and receive support, Athena, but I don't feel safe anymore. Thank you for providing a safe place for so long, Athena, but I no longer feel safe on Monday nights. I feel judged. Sometimes I feel berated. Sometimes I wish that people that were in the chat box or hanging out during the chats would be more kind with their words, Athena. I know you're doing your best, Athena, but I no longer feel safe. I know you're doing your best, Athena, but I need to try to find help somewhere else. Months later, they'll come back. I haven't been able to find help anywhere else, Athena, but I still can't attend on Monday nights. I don't even want to leave comments on your videos anymore, Athena, because invariably I'll receive responses from people that I don't want to hear from. People who are very triggering for me. People who do not practice self-care and think before they speak. I know you're doing your best, Athena, but there are some people in your community who have created an environment of unsafety, and I'm not the only one. There are several of us, and we all feel this way. Thank you for trying, Athena, but we're not going to be there anymore. And so, after finally, first of all, the short version of the story is, I took the necessary steps to make sure that this place is going to be a safe place for you moving forward. And I promise you to do my best to make sure that anyone who has been unkind or bullying or inappropriate in the past is blocked on this channel. I promise you that. That's my commitment to you. And moving forward, there will be a zero tolerance policy for unkindness, judgmental behavior, inappropriateness of any kind. And guess what? I don't owe anyone an explanation. I just don't. My explanation is this. This is supposed to be a safe place. I wanted to give you all what I had, which was a safe place. And I failed. I failed in many ways because, and this is the hardest thing for me to say, but I'm going to say it, okay? I enabled dysfunctional behavior on this video platform. I enabled dysfunctional behavior in our environment, in our community, out of my own dysfunction. My role growing up was one of enabling. My silence and my lack of action perpetuated dysfunction and abuse. And that's embarrassing for me to say, and it's hard for me to say, but I will tell you this. I'm owning it. And There has been email correspondence sent out to the parties involved. So if you're watching this video and you received email correspondence from CPTSD Foundation letting you know that you're no longer welcome to attend the live broadcasts or ask questions, be a part of the live Q&A, be a part of any of the chats, volunteer, moderate, and partake, please know that that correspondence was from me and that it was painful for me to make that decision. But I made the decision I made and took the steps I took because our community as a whole needs to remain my primary focus. The safety of this community as a whole, as I'm a part of it and as I'm providing it, needs to be my focus. And as much as I care for each and every one of you guys individually, and I believe that you deserve excellent care, I can not and will not allow and enable dysfunction and bullying behaviors and unkindness on this channel anymore. I don't owe you an explanation. You will just be blocked and you will not be welcome back. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I will likely disable the comments on this video because I really don't need to hear bullies and cyber trolls telling me how ridiculous it is that I'm crying and acting like an idiot. But I just want you to know that I'm sorry if you've been affected by the feelings of unsafety on this channel because of other people that show up here acting like they own the place. And I'm sorry that you were treated wrongly. It will never happen again as long as I have anything to say about it. And if it does happen, please bring it to my attention and I will handle it. And I will make sure that the parties involved receive email correspondence letting them know that they're no longer welcome here. So I am 2 minutes late for a live Q&A. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I value you and I appreciate you. And I'm just going to continue doing my best. And that's all I can do. So thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you every Monday right here, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, for a live Q&A for the adult survivor of childhood trauma community living with CPTSD symptoms. And it's always my goal to inspire you toward embracing your vulnerabilities and experiencing wholeness in your life. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.